Kings get a butt whooping on the second night of a back-to-back. Look very sluggish on closeouts and on defense. No lift in their jump shots, missing a lot of threes. At one point in the fourth quarter, they were 6 of 31 from three-point range. Oops. Did you see that? Hey, did you see Draymond Green basically cold cock, what's his name? Sucker punch. I don't know what you want to call it. He was acting like he was flailing and just happened to punch Nurkic in the chin. Oops. Man, what's wrong with Draymond? Hey, make a comment below. Make a comment on Draymond's punch last night. How do you feel about the punch? What do you think the punishment should be for that?
Oh, man. Well, that's going to be a flagrant. And now they're going to just try to decide if they think it was. Oh, man. Well, that's going to be a flagrant. And now they're going to just try to decide if they think it was excessive. It's going to be at least a flagrant one, could be a 2, which would be an ejection. Well, that is a swipe.
I don't even get it. It was totally uncalled for. I mean, Yusuf Nurkic wasn't doing anything besides standing behind him. He kind of had his hands on him, trying to stay with him in case he got the ball or there was a screen. But it wasn't like he was even grabbing him or pushing him or holding him or anything. It was kind of weird. And then Draymond Green starts like falling down and flails his arms and spins around and like cold cocks dude on the side of the face. I don't know if it was open hand or close fist, but it just came down recently that the NBA is going to suspend him indefinitely. The Kings last night in LA versus the Clippers lose in a resounding 99-119 loss. The Kings are now 13-10. Clippers are 14-10. Kings hold on to their 5th place rank and are 1 game above the Lakers. Actually, they're both 4 games behind, so they're pretty much tied, but the Kings do have the tiebreaker against the Lakers, so that must be why they're above the Lakers. What's going on, all my folks and all the Kings fans out there? It's your guy, Jay Woods, aka Shy the Man, back at you with another episode of The Kings Morning After, Midday Cup of Joe with Jay.
Ah! I love it.
And to be honest, my cup is cold today. The Kings on the second night of a back-to-back in LA versus the Clippers looked real sluggish on defense in their closeouts, and on defense, 2 guys driving to the basket. And the 3-point shot and shooting just wasn't there. No lift on the jumper. And that's not going to win you too many games the way they played last night. That's my cup of Joe. Black, 1 tablespoon of creamer, no sugar. All right, I got some real quick stats for you guys. Leading scorer for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard with 31, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. James Harden with 15 on the night, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Terrence Mann with 10 on the night. Norman Powell off the bench with a big 15 points. It's not like any of the Clippers were like dominating or anything like that. Kawhi Leonard had a very good, consistent shooting game. The Sacramento Kings didn't have much scoring at all last night, with Keegan Murray being the leading scorer with 17 points, 7 rebounds. Domantas Sabonis with 15 big points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. De'Aaron Fox, 14 points on a day where De'Aaron Fox just really didn't have it. And our dog Malik Monk off the bench, only 8 points, no rebounds last night. Sasha Vezenkov with 9 points. And in a real deep slump here is Kevin Herter, and a guy that's just not really contributing much at all, really, Harrison Barnes, with 19 minutes, had 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 points. It's just hard to understand the Harrison Barnes thing. We know what he's capable of. Just like when he came out opening night, had 30 points. It's like, what is all that for? Where did all that go? Where'd that come from? But I don't know, between Kevin Herter and Harrison Barnes to only have 5 points, Kings aren't going to win too many games that way. It's not going to work. And our guy De'Aaron Fox, I think we know when De'Aaron Fox isn't on all cylinders, the Kings just don't really have it with 14 points on the night. And a tale of 2 different nights, man. I tell you, the way they looked the other night, the way they looked on Monday against Brooklyn looked totally different than the way they looked on Tuesday versus the Clippers. It's like a tale of 2 teams. The passing was crisp, the shooting was good. This game, complete opposite. I mean, it's passing and just wasn't effective passing, and very ineffective from a few of our starters. When the Kings aren't shooting well, they don't do well, and I guess that's kind of obvious. I test my Kings game. I test for today. Just kind of it just goes along with what I was saying. The Kings aren't well equipped to go against these really strong athletic teams. Not that the Clippers are overly athletic, but they're very strong. And the Clippers came in executing. Kawhi Leonard was executing. His shot was hitting. He doesn't take hard shots. He wasn't taking difficult shots. They're getting a lot of chemistry now with James Harden playing most of the point guard position, and James Harden is out there playing. He's not out there messing around. He's not overshooting the ball or holding on to the ball too much. James Harden has played point guard like a true point guard would. And Kawhi Leonard, after the injury-prone season last year, seems to be rounding back into the old MVP level Kawhi Leonard. I saw a stat where they said Kawhi Leonard's played in 30 consecutive games. Or wait, I think they said he's played in 23 consecutive games. And the most he's ever played in like consecutively in a season was like 30 or something like that. So he's been pretty injury prone throughout his career. And maybe he'll turn it around this year. They have a decent team. I mean, they're getting a little older, they're a little long in tooth at this point, but they do have a decent team of all-stars or former all-stars. But the Kings, I mean, if you're not shooting well, you're not gonna, this league is a shooter's league. You got to shoot the ball. You got to hit the shots. Harrison Barnes and Kevin Herter combining for 5 points as starters, it's not a winning formula. And on defense, the Kings were pretty bad. They a lot of closeouts. I noticed a lot of closeouts. They just looked really slow, real sluggish. They weren't closing out fast. Guys were basically getting open threes a lot. Drives, they weren't making them feel them. They need to make teams feel them when people drive to the basket, and nobody's really willing to step up and do that. And when I say feel them, I'm not saying like foul, attack a guy, hack a guy, slap a guy. I'm talking about be a wall, put your chest into somebody. That's how you make them feel you on defense. Somebody's coming to the hole, you beat a wall, you put your chest on them. You give them a bump, or when you're side shuffling, you got to put your chest on them. You can't side shuffle back, the whole time until they get a layup. And that's what I saw a lot of, like, guys just not willing to get in front of guys, and nobody's putting their chest on guys. And that's my eye test. The bottom line, the Kings morning after bottom line. Today's bottom line is Kings to tell the 2 games. On Monday, they looked great. Passing was great. Shooting was great. When that's happening, the Kings win. They closed out the game well with good defense, good team defense, And in this game versus the Clippers, you know, the defense wasn't there. They were slow, they were sluggish on closeouts. And by the time, you know, they did decide they want to close out and play some defense, the Clippers were already hot. You know, you're letting these guys shoot the whole game and make layups the whole game. Their confidence is up. They're hitting. They got a good feel for where the basket is. And then you want to try to close out and play hard D at the end of the game, but they were just hitting shots over them at that point. They were hot. They were good. They were warmed up. They weren't missing. And the Kings were. The Kings missed a lot of threes that game. And bottom line, that's not a winning formula. Next up for the Kings is Oklahoma City at home on Thursday, tomorrow, Thursday, December 14th at 7 p.m. They will be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. The OKC Thunder will be coming in with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leading the team. They also have the young guy, Chet Holmgren, out there cutting his teeth in the NBA. Jalen Williams and Josh Giddey. Although I believe Josh Giddey got into a little bit of problems recently, got into a little trouble recently. So it sounds like Josh Giddey got in trouble for possibly having sex with an underage girl. So I'm not sure if he's going to be playing tonight or not. How to beat OKC. The Kings, to beat OKC, they are going to have to keep up with some youngsters. They're going to have to hold down the home court and play some defense, play good team defense, and put their chest into somebody. They're obviously going to be needing to make their shots and playing their two-man game and their kick-out game. Just don't let Shai Gilgeous-Alexander go crazy or any of these other guys go crazy. And the Kings should be able to beat this game. They should be able to beat this team. All right, let's see if there is a betting line for the Kings versus OKC. OKC coming into G1C on Thursday. So the Thursday night games odds are not up yet, but not for the Kings games. They just have the Wednesday night games up for tonight. So I think you guys, if y'all watched my last video, y'all know I put $5 for the Kings to beat the spread and win. And I ended up putting another $5 for them to just win straight up. And I obviously lost that bet, so lost $10 on that one. But there's no Kings game going on tonight. Let's see. There's only 2 games posted. Knicks in Utah versus the Jazz, and Brooklyn Nets in Phoenix versus the Suns. The Knicks are favored by 6 to beat the Utah, and the Suns are favored by 4.5 to beat the Nets. Do I want to bet on one of those games? Okay, check this out. I'm going to do a 2-game parlay. I'm going to take the Knicks. I wonder if I can do Knicks straight up and Phoenix for the odds. A parlay bet. Yeah, let me do it. Looks like this is a small parlay bet. All right, I'm just gonna bet $5. If both those teams win, if the Knicks win straight up and Phoenix Suns win by at least 4.5, so they gotta win by 5 points, I'll get $9 tomorrow. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. And if you guys like to sports bet and want a sports bet, use the link down below. Click that link down below. I'm in California. I do sports bets on that website right there. Bet us. Use that app, and I get a couple dollars when you sign up. All right, got my bet set. You can bet too. Use the link below. All right, guys, that's pretty much all I got for the day. If you guys liked anything about this video, please click that like button for your boy. If you're still watching, you must have enjoyed something about the video. Click that like button. Also, please subscribe. Help me out. Become a subscriber. If you like anything about Kings Talk, Sacramento Kings, you like to hear fresh new takes after the Kings game, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And hey, share this video. Why not? I'm new, but I'm getting better. All right, I got a quote from Barack Obama. I found this one online. If you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress. I like that one. Keep going down that right path and keep on walking every day. You'll make progress. All right, guys, go ahead and make a comment on anything I said, anything I spoke about, any questions I asked in the video. Please make a comment below. It'll help me out. Plus, if you comment, I'll post your comment on my next video. But anyway, that's pretty much all I got for today, guys. Kings get blown out by 30. We can't keep having these blowouts. I don't know what's up with that. The Kings need to stay more persistent and stay more consistent. And they got beat again by the Clippers, dominated again by the Clippers. So not quite sure what that means for us, but we're still on fifth. So we'll see how it goes. I want you guys to have a great day. And once again, thanks for joining me, Jay Woods, aka Shy the Man, on another episode of The Kings Morning After. Midday Cup of Joe with Jay. All right, y'all take care. I'm out. Watch these moves. It's good.